Et salut à tous, c'est Topic45 et bienvenue sur ma chaîne YouTube. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve sur Max Payne 3, partie 10. Donc, je crois qu'il s'était fait gauler, il avait atterri en tôle. Donc, go. Ah non. Ah non, ça là, non. C'était un Toyota. Ah ouais, si, je m'en souviens.
¡No hay nadie aquí! ¡Esta también está vacía!
Ah ouais, un petit gars. Ne jamais venir me faire chier. Parce que là, ils sont beaucoup là.
The boat was well appointed.
Il y avait un mec ici, non? J'ai revu. Oh bah dans la tête sans faire exprès.
I couldn't ignore the guys out to kill me.
Avance! Putain, de merde, tu vas crever toi!
¡Hey, marica, levántate, hombre! ¡Hijo de puta! ¡Toma balazos!
Putain, mais il est où lui? On va s'en faire exprès.
The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit. The bed was made. I can only guess that Passos was upstairs in the thick of it. Whatever it was.
D'accord, c'était le... Ah bah dis donc, on peut dire qu'il y en a qui s'amusaient là. Tranquille les mecs. Je vais pas voir les chambres d'un coup.
This was where Marcelo was supposed to be sleeping. He'd barely come down to this deck.
Des capotes. Eh bah putain, on peut dire que ça se défoule ici, hein. Les robignoles, hein.
Passos had the name of the bar where I was drinking my life away. I should have put things together then, instead of waiting for De Silva to walk me through it real slow.
Pourquoi ils étaient intéressés par Max Payne, ça je comprenais pas. Ah non, ça j'ai déjà examiné, d'accord. Ah bah là c'est ça que je cherchais moi.
The pirates wouldn't get everything.
Non merde, je me cours de touche. Oh putain, ça je prends. Et je reprends mon autre frère. J'adore ce magnum. On peut faire chier le monde. C'est pas la bonne porte.
The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Disparos en la cubierta inferior. Vete a ver qué pasa. Asegúrate de que los burros no derrochen municiones con los tripulantes. Todos los demás siguen buscando.
It certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour.
Ouais, mais moi ça dessoule.
The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
Oh, il a pas le choix.
¡Está ahí! ¡Mierda! ¡Muere, pendejo!
Allez, casse-toi de là. Ah, je m'en souviens de cet endroit.
The fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender.
Je m'en souviens de ça.
How to shut off the
Je
fuel
l'avais sur
feeds.
PlayStation 3 celui-là. Bon.
Move, Max. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference.
L'autre, il est le chou. Oh, bah, c'est là.
There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
¡Hey! ¡Hey! ¡Cúbreme! ¡Calmate con los reales! ¡Estás cubierto!
Oh putain, la balle que je t'ai mis, toi. Ah ouais, je sais pas qu'on peut tuer. Ah ouais, d'accord, elle a transplacé le corps. Ouais. Ça va, c'est assez réaliste. Un truc intéressant, des cachets, un truc du genre, quoi, non? Que dalle.
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed.
Oh putain, une balle chacun.
It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened.
Oh bah non, c'est pas marrant les mecs là. Ils ont tué une jolie femme et oh putain, putain bande d'enculés. Bah. C'est vraiment des fumiers les mecs.
I didn't like to think what was behind the door. I had to save
C'est
some
caché
valuables.
invisible, c'est réaliste. Hein. Le cas marche pas, ça sert à rien.
The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest
Oh,
of
ils
them.
cherchent quelque chose.
Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks.
¡Todos al suelo! ¡No! ¡No escaparás!
Adios. Je vise à la perfection, ouais. Bah, il fait quoi, lui? Il est en train de faire le ménage? Il est mort comme si il était accroupi, ce con-là. Attends, je sais pas regardé au part, là. Non, y'a rien d'intéressant. Indice. Il y a ici rien passé, ouais, d'accord, laisse tomber. C'est ce qu'il faut, il y a toujours des monde qui se cache.
Daphne Bernstein, a recent divorcee, making the most of her considerable settlement, and Marcella was making the most of her. I don't want to think about it.
Oh, le cachet.
Booze, coke, pills, You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel.
Je sais pas ce qu'il faut, toi, me faites là-dedans, mais putain.
Puta, aquí no hay nada.
Ah, d'avoir du monde.
Miguel, ven para acá. ¡Gonorrea!
Tout est que deux. Ah non, il y a encore un petit copain.
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for?
Ah mais les grands bateaux sont... Ils sont combien là-dedans? C'est un truc de fou. C'est bien quand ils sont chauves, c'est plus facile à viser. Allez, oh putain, dans le cœur en plus. Oh, j'ai visé au pif. Hein.
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out.
Ah, c'est juste un mannequin dans l'eau comme ça. Ah, il l'a battu comme un porc, quoi. Ah, c'est vraiment des fils de chat, ces mecs-là. Ouais. Putain, ils ont vraiment des jolis bars. Putain.
Daphne's ship was always stocked.
Intéressant. Fermé, ah bah c'est là. Moi j'avais... Oh bah les gars quoi de médoc.
They didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto!
Ah la gueule. Attends, enlève-toi, j'ai pas fini. Enfoiré. Allez, par-dessus bord, c'est bon. Ça fera une boîte de sauvetage. Oh putain, en plus ça fait des jolies pompes, vous là. Ah ouais, je vais prendre ça, moi. C'est efficace, ces fusils d'assaut. Quel gâchis, ces ventes grillées. Des hamburgers. Munitions, allez, raboule. putain, il a failli tirer avant moi, mais c'est bon, il a pas eu le temps.
Maybe there was something on... I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries...
Ouais, pourquoi je l'ai passé? Oh, c'est pas grave.
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
Dans l'œil. J'aurais jamais dû le passer, merde, putain.
Come on, I don't know how much time we have. Go, 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 go! Let's go, you drunk idiot!
Come on!
Blague là, putain, j'ai même pas eu le temps. Il tire même pas lui là. Cette espèce de feignasse là.
What I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
Ouais, j'étais clair.
¡Suélteme, gringo loco!
Oh là, ils sont tous fracs. Regarde comment il est mort. De merde, il veut pas lui. Comment ils sont, mais c'est pas des mouches. Il était là, putain, je crois qu'il était dehors.
Fancy seeing you here.
Ah, tu parles d'un bordel sur ton endroit, toi. Pas par là qu'il faut que j'aille. Alors, je suppose que c'est par là ou par là, j'en sais rien, c'est un vrai bordel cet endroit. Putain, le foiré, il a fait de m'avoir lui. faire ça, un petit pied. Là. Je sais pas comment tuer quelqu'un dans le pied, moi, c'est marrant ça. On apprend des choses. J'ai intérêt à faire gaffe, moi, parce que là, j'ai plus qu'un seul cachet. Salle de cinéma. Je savais même pas qu'il y en avait un là. Comment il a tremblé son corps? Oh, comment il a tremblé? Oh, j'y crois pas, foiré. Ah non, c'est bon. Il m'a juste touché.
I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late.
Putain, c'est quoi ce tas de sang? Non, tous les civils ont été exécutés.
Jesus Christ.
Ils ont tous été tués. Bah, il reste plus rien. Ils sont tous morts.
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
Ouais.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Ah, la nage, il est fou lui.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Well, Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but if...
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You? You're the fall guy, the American, running around, acting like the action hero, killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
Vous êtes la cerise sur le gâteau.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? You want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops, the cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
That's what it says. People go in there in large groups under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant?
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement.
Chapitre 12.
I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band. It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be.
Ouais, mais moi chez moi on a arrêté là.
It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind?
Ça a amorti le bruit. Ouais, bon bah les gens, je vais vous laisser sur cette fin. J'espère que cette vidéo vous aura plu. Et n'hésitez surtout pas à laisser des petits pouces bleus ou de vous abonner comme vous voulez. Et on se dit à la prochaine. Allez, ciao, bye.